Good day everyone, I am Paul Christian Lagunay
And I am Jubilee Joy J. Barsena.
and we are here to present about the Car region. But before we start, let me ask you something. Do you know the meaning of the Car region?
I think I need to answer this one. CAR stands for Cordillera Administrative Region.
That's right, Jubilee. CAR stands for Cordillera Administrative Region. Now, let us find where the CAR region located in the Philippine map.
The Cordillera Administrative Region (CAR) is located in the mountain ranges of north-central Luzon between in the 1645 north latitude and the 12140 longitude. It is bounded on the north by Cagayan, on the east by Isabela and Nueva Vizcaya, on the south by Pangasinan, and on the west by La Union, Ilocos Sur, and Ilocos Norte.
That's right, and also this region consists of the provinces of
Abra, Apayao, Kalinga, Mount Province, Ifugao, and Benguet.
The regional center is Chattered, City of Baguio, officially known as the summer capital of the Philippines.
Now let's talk about the historical background of this region.
During the Spanish colonization of the Philippines, crystallization and eventual subjugation of mountain regions proved difficulties for the Cali's colonial governors. Several common ventures were established by the Spanish colonial government in strategic areas of mountain region. Among them were Amburayan, Caboagan, Cayapa, Kiangan, Itaves, Apayao, Lepanto, Benguet, Bontoc, Banawe, and Tiagan. In August 18, 1908, during the American Vision, Mountain Province was established by the Philippine Commission with an atlas of an Act number 1876. Ifugao, which is the part of Borderless Kia Province and former Tanis to the Duchess of Amburayan, Apayao, Benguet, Bontoc, Kalinga, and Lepanto, were annexed to the new created province as sub-province. Amburayan was later published in 1920 in corresponding territories were transferred to the province of Ilocos Sur and La Union. On June 18, 1966, Republic Act No. 4695 was an access to split Mountain Province and create a four separate and independent provinces, namely Benguet, Ifugao, Kalinga, Apayao, and Mount Province. Ifugao and Kalinga Apayao were placed under the jurisdiction of the Cagayan Valley region, with Benguet and Mount Province placed to the real democracy, and after 21 years on July 15, 1987, President Corazon C. Aquino issued Executive Order 220, which created the Cordillera Administrative Region. The previous Abra, Benguet, and Mount Province of Ilocos Region and Ifugao and Kalinga Apayao of the Cagayan Valley were annexed as the part of the newly created region. On February 14, 1995, Kalinga Apayao, one of the 5 provinces of region, was split into 2 separate independent of Apayao and Kalinga with an enactment of Republic Act No. 7878, thus creating the finalized modern-day Cordillera Administrative Region with provinces of Apayao, Kalinga, Abra, Mount Province, Ifugao, Benguet, and 2 cities, the highly urbanized city of Baguio and the component this Tabuk.
Thank you, Paul, for that information. Now let's proceed to the 10 different kinds of attraction from CAR region.
And let's go with the priceless adventures above the clouds in Mount Pulag National Park. Mount Pulag, acknowledged haven and paradise found for every climber and adventure seeker. The daring peak is a real gem of adventure and unforgettable experience that will cherish in your lifetime. A reclusive sanctuary that stands up on its own, mystical form of wonders. This mountain hosts 528 documented plant species. It is the natural habitat of the endemic dwarf bamboo and the Benguet pine, which dominates the areas of Luzon tropical pine forest found on the mountainside. Among its native wildlife are 33 bird species and several threatened mammals. Mount Pulag is the only place that the host of 4 cloud rat species. It has one of the most diverse biodiversity of the Philippines.
Next, Mind Views Park. The main attraction in Mind Views Park nowadays would be the commercial activities such as the souvenir and silverwork stores by the park. The one especially worth visiting is Rimandos that offered the best carved artifacts on the Gibraltar side. Tourists also have a chance to get dressed in full Cordillera regalia, bahag, shield, and spear for the men, tapis for the ladies, vest and headdress for both.
Banawe Rice Terraces, system of irrigated rice terraces in the mountains of North Central Luzon, Philippines that were created more than 2,000 years ago by the Ifugao people. Although located in several villages, they are collectively known as the Banawe Rice Terraces. In 1995, various sections of the terraces were designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site described as a living cultural landscape of unparalleled beauty.
Next, the hanging coffins of Sagada, a unique burial ritual. The elderly carve their own coffins out of hollowed logs. If they are too weak or ill, their families prepare their coffins instead. The dead are placed inside their coffins, sometimes breaking their bones in the process of fitting them in, and the coffins are brought to a cave for a burial. Instead of being placed into the ground, the coffins are hung either inside the caves or on the face of the cliffs, near the hanging coffins of their ancestors. The Sagada people have been practicing such as burial for over 2,000 years, and some of the coffins are well over a century old. Eventually, the coffins deteriorate and fall from their precarious position.
Strawberry Farm. The La Trinidad Strawberry Farm is a farm in a town of La Trinidad, Benguet, Philippines, primarily used for the cultivation of strawberries. The farm is also open to tourism.
Next, Bomod Ok Big Falls. Bomod Ok Falls is also called the Big Falls because, well, it's definitely bigger than Bokong Falls, another popular waterfall in Sagada. Hidden deep in a valley, it takes an hour to two to get here by foot from the main road, and that just one way. Bomod Ok's cold water cascade from the top of the beautiful naturally contoured cliff to a pool below, forming a 200 feet column of water and wonder.
The Good Shepherd Convent. Good Shepherd is a religious convent in Baguio, and they are well known for great pasalubongs, goodies, or sweet treats like ube jam, peanut brittle, lengua de gato, and strawberry jam. People normally go here to buy a wholesale, so you better be early to avoid the long queue.
Next, Tapia Falls of Banawe. Tapia Falls is a stunning 70-meter waterfall tucked in the mountains of Banawe. This is a part of an Ifugao sojourn together with a trek to the world-renowned amphitheater like Batad Rice Terraces. Tapia is a local term that translates into splash in English. Going to this wonder requires a walk through tortuous, precipitous, and treacherous trail. It surely is not for the faint-hearted, but the experience and waterfalls beauty is more than rewarding.
Lake Danum, Sagada. Lake Danum is located along the western part of Sagada near the town of Besao, where one can be at peace with the nature as you await the setting sun over the mountains of Ampacao. Lake Danum is a small lake which is a Kankanaey word, also is prevalent in Ilocano, which means water. It is surrounded by the pine trees and its scent proliferate the area, making a relaxed atmosphere and one of the best places to camp at Sagada.
And lastly, the Burnham Park. Burnham Park, officially known as the Burnham Park Reservation, is a historic urban park located in the downtown Baguio, Philippines.
And that's all for the attractions. And now, I am wondering on how to get there in Car Region or province.
Let me help you, Paul.
Manila to Apayao. Take a Florida bus liner or RCJ bus going to the Junction Luna in Abulog, Cagayan. Their terminals are both located in Sampaloc, Manila. Travel time takes around 12 hours and fare ranges from 700 pesos to 750 pesos. Manila to Kalinga. There are basically many ways to go to the province of Kalinga from Manila, but the easiest one is via Bontoc. This good news is you can buy your bus ticket to the Bontoc online. There's no need for you to go to the terminal ahead of time just to secure a seat, especially during weekends and peak season. Manila to Abra. The best way to get from the Manila to Abra without a car is to bus, which takes 6 hours and costs 410 pesos to 600 pesos. There is a direct bus departing from the Philippine Rabbit Avenida and arriving at Philippine Rabbit Baguio. Services depart 5 times a day and operate every day. The journey takes approximately 6 hours. Manila to Mount Province. The best way to get from Manila to Mount Province without a car is to bus and taxi, which takes 9 hours and 19 minutes and costs 3,200 pesos to 4,500 pesos. Manila to Ifugao. The fastest way to get from Manila to Ifugao is to fly and taxi. Taking this option will cost 2,700 pesos to 4,700 pesos and takes 4 hours and 34 minutes. Manila to Benguet. The cheapest way to get from Metro Manila to province of Benguet is to bus, which costs 1,050 pesos to 1,150 pesos and takes up to 6 hours and 30 minutes. The fastest way to get from the Metro Manila to province of Benguet is the taxi, which takes 3 hours and 28 minutes and costs up to 3,100 pesos to 4,700 pesos.
Thank you, Jubilee, for that information. Traveling and enjoying different kind of attraction here in Car Region can make feel us so tired, right? But don't worry, guys. Here in Car Region also has accommodation to use.
The Bali Bubble Guest House, 2,400 pesos per night with a rate of 9.7 out of 10. Set of 4.2 km from Banawe Rice Terraces, Bali Bubble Guest House offers accommodation with a garden, barbecue facilities, and shared kitchen for your convenience. For added convenience, the property can provide towels and bed linen for an extra charge. Continental and a la carte breakfast are option available every morning at the lodge. A sun terrace is available for a guest at the Bali Bubble Guest House to use. The nearest airport is Cauayan Airport, 72 kilometers from the accommodation.
You will gain a lot of memorable experience here in CAR region, especially when it comes to their popular food, events, and festivals.
Precisely, Jubilee. There are 3 most popular food and beverages such as sapin-sapin, pinikpikan, and tapuye.
That's true, Paul. Also, when it comes on their polar events and festivals, there are Sayang Festivals of Apayao, Bodong Festival of Kalinga, Panagbenga of Baguio City, and many others.
A lot of experience and memories are waiting here in Car Region. Am I right, Jubilee?
Absolutely, Paul. There's a lot of adventure and knowledge that is waiting in CAR region.
That's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.